Hey everyone, so I just got back from watching Spider-Man 2, which came out yesterday. Warning, there are spoilers. You have been warned. Proceed cautiously. I think my favorite part of the whole film was the scene with Mr. Marvel, and he was like, I think I know that guy, when he saw Peter with the mask on. It was perfect. I feel like one of the biggest parts that needed to be ended but wasn't was the scene with his father's lab, which was in the tunnel. Some other things that they didn't really describe well was, what was Peter doing? Like, did he not have a summer job? Was he going to university at the end of the year? They didn't like talk about this. I think the emotional pull that they did with Gwen's dad was great, but they kind of only did it like halfway. Like, he was there, but he wasn't there when he like should have been, and it was just super off-putting until they threw him in at the end, right before Gwen dies. Gwen's death. So I've read a few of the comics, like I've sat down in some bookstores and just sat and read a few of the comics, and I understood that Gwen was gonna die. I had completely forgotten how she died in the comics, and I don't remember if they represented it correctly, but I'm sitting next to my mom and she hasn't heard anything or read anything about the comics, and she did not know Gwen was gonna die, and she was like, no! What? I have to say it was quite amusing for me. But I did not like how he saved her, but she snapped her neck at the last moment. No! I felt like this film, compared to all of the other Marvels, had a lot more of an emotional pill to it, which I thought was very odd. I am a tomboy. I hang with guys all the time because I love like comic books and I love action and all of this. There was this huge emotional part and I was like crying. This is a film I should not cry at. It's a superhero film. The soundtrack was amazing. I think the huge part with Elektra and all the dubstep and electric music that they did was awesome. So good. I think if you're gonna have a character who is a certain way, you definitely should surround the soundtrack that way, and they did, and it was great. I think I would have cut out a lot of the parts with Harry because he played this key factor in killing off Gwen, but he didn't really play any other factors in the film, honestly. Things I would change. The part with the lab, I wish they would have described it more. Some parts with Harry, because there's no depth to his character, and I just felt like he was there and he just wanted revenge because he was like a really bad guy. Overall, I thought the film was really good. So that was Spider-Man. Bye guys.